Adam, you said this is more than just about Sam Darnold, that you guys have to play better complementary football. I think last week's game against the Seahawks was a great example. Marcus May makes a fantastic interception, and then you guys aren't able to capitalize as a team. And then later in the game, too, Corey Ballantyne, 66-yard kickoff return. Again, not able to take advantage of those opportunities this year.
We're hurting ourselves more than anything. We have to find a way to put a drive together. We got to get something going. And even if you don't score, as long as you're moving the ball and our defensive players, special teams guys, they see the offense moving the ball, getting points out of the drive. That's the key to everything. But when you go 3-0, it's crushing to the side of the ball that created a turnover when, they see 3-and-out, they're back on the field. And we have to find ways to move the ball.
Adam, 7 consecutive games your offense has scored on the opening possession. That is a franchise record. Here's a play-action pass. I think Sam Darnold does a great job with the anticipation, the throwing to Brashad Perriman, and he also gets it out before his former teammate Jamal Adams gets there.
Yeah, this is a really good job by him. Really, when he peeks out here on the play action, you can see BP releases outside. Really, you're looking for an inside release on this. And when this happens a lot of time, this can spook the quarterback a little bit as far as what's he doing. And Sam stuck with it, and he turned the ball loose on time and trusted that he was going to be in the right spot. And BP did a good job at least crossing face and getting inside. So
this is a 2nd and long, and he completes a pass to Jeff Smith.
Yeah, this is a big play. Anytime that you're 2nd and long and you're facing 3rd and long, which we were in too much, 3rd and 10 plus this game, for him to be able to get this conversion is big. They got to really an empty check here where they go cover 2, takes away really what we were trying to do earlier in the game, where getting a safety on Chris, and then here with a high-low here on the backside, you can see KJ Wright comes down on the shorter route, and then he's able to throw it basically over the top to that 2nd level.
Why did you guys put Braxton Berrios in the backfield? Because I think this is a nice change of pace for the defense, and you come up with a conversion.
This is something that they do occasionally. They bring a lot of pressure on 3rd down. We caught them in kind of a cover 3 look here, and by motioning the back out, what that'll do is it pulls out this nickel defender, and now Braxton's on a linebacker here, one-on-one.
What do you think about Berrios' development? Because he's kind of a guy who's gotten better throughout the year with all his opportunities.
When he came here last year, he was injured. We got him to the point where he was healthy. He was making plays for us. This year it's been about trying to get him on the field as much as possible. We're trying to give him, opportunities to make plays, because it seems like every time he's in the game and his number's called, he makes a big play. He did at the end of the half. They ran a pressure, and he's in the right spot at the right time and gets us in the field goal range.
11 personnel. What does the motion with Crowder do here? And also, how do you get Berrios so open behind the linebackers?
So here's what happens here. Crowder goes in motion. The nickel starts running across, but you can see Jamal's already down. Okay, so they're pressuring. When they do their safety pressures, they're locked. They're not changing. The nickel should stay on the other side. You can see there's confusion. Okay, so now they're bringing, KJ Wright and Jamal are both coming. All right, they have basically too many defenders, all collapsing on Crowder, and so now Berrios is be able to get behind the linebackers and the nickel. Now, really, they could have saved themselves here if the nickel just, when he comes across here, if he just sank, then it's Crowder probably gets the ball and no harm, no foul. But because they all collapse on Crowder, you can see there's a lot of communication going on here. They're trying to figure out who's doing what, who's dropping where. They were having problems going into this game. We knew that if we shifted like this, that would give us an opportunity to pop some guys free.
Let's flip to the defensive side of the ball and talk about Marcus May. He's come up with 2 interceptions this year, and both of them have been highlight reel variety.
Yeah, Marcus has got really good range back here. He plays the ball well. He just has that natural ability to take the right angles. A lot of safeties, And unfortunately, I've been a part of it on the other end of this, where they take, a safety takes the wrong angle, ball gets thrown over the top. Marcus is really unique in that aspect of he has great ball skills for a safety, and he's able to track the ball and bring him down when he has his opportunities.
What has he meant to your team overall? Not just what he's given you physically, but inside the room.
He's been a phenomenal leader throughout, the entire team, both vocally and lead by example. I can't say enough about what he's done for this coaching staff and for this locker room, just with his attitude and how he goes about his business.
What's the different challenge for your secondary this week against a Sean McVay-led offense?
Well, the ball's going to come out quick, but they'll have a plenty, whatever our guys see early. There's going to be double moves off of it. They're gonna play up tempo at times, so you have to be ready every snap. It could be up tempo. You could be, 5-yard completion, and then they're waiting for you to mull around and not really pay attention. All of a sudden, they run the line of scrimmage and they're ready to go, and now we're in a panic. They play up tempo football about as well as anyone.
Jared Goff completing 68% of his passes. He got 18 touchdown passes, 11 interceptions. But when he's good, he protects the football. McVay will use him with his feet, right? Get him out on the move.
Yeah, they do a great job running wide zone. They can do multiple things in the run game, but you can see what problems the LA causes teams and gets those. See, 51 and 21 are up in the line of scrimmage. They think it's wide zone. So their action in their run game and the naked game looks exactly the same. They can't tell the difference. And
they'll throw to both tight ends, not only Tyler Higbee, who gets an explosion play here, but Gerald Everett as well.
Yeah, they got a million targets to go to.
One of those guys, I think, is one of the more underrated pass catchers in the game, Robert Woods.
That combination of those two guys out there between Robert and Cooper Kupp, those guys are doing as well as you want guys to do.
Pats try to get there with pressure, but the pocket holds, and Woods converts a 3rd and 12.
So what they did here was, they had a second down. They don't get any yards. They go to the ball quick. Makes everybody – you can see New England's trying to scramble here to get lined up, which now they're late on the pressure. The corners are playing soft. They win at the top of the route, and now he goes and gets first down.
How about this touchdown from Goff to Cooper Kupp? It only covers 2 yards, but I think this is a great pass.
Yeah, there's a couple good things about this. One, this is always a hit or miss play. You're sprinting out. You're at the mercy as far as how does the defenders play this. I think Cooper does a really good job of pushing and then hugging back and trying to be quarterback friendly, and then the quarterback puts it in a great spot.
Adam, this Rams defense, are they as good as anybody in the NFL?
Yeah, it's probably the best one we're going to play all year.
The Patriots seem to be confused with the Rams' 5-person blitz here, and Brockers comes free.
Yeah, this has been consistent throughout the season for the Rams, because what's going on is they run multiple personnel groupings. I mean, it is probably more than anybody that we've seen. And you can see here there's some confusion here on who's got Brockers. It becomes tough when you have all these different personnel groupings and guys are trying to identify things quickly.
Next sack, Aaron Donald, 12.5 sacks this year. He's so tough to block one-on-one.
You do everything you can not to allow this to happen. They make it extremely hard with the fronts they play, how they move guys around. So you get stuck one-on-one occasionally, and you just got to hope that, one, he isn't one of the guys that's one-on-one, and you don't want to be holding onto the ball. And you can see here, it doesn't matter whether it's a guard, a tackle, center. I mean, this guy has dominated mostly anybody he's ever gone against.
Donald, it makes an impact on this play. I know Kenny Young comes up with the interceptions, a momentum-changing play. What do you see from Donald here that disrupts Newton?
They're running a screen. See how he peels off here right at the last second? He feels the guard coming off of him. And the really good D linemen realize, especially when you're really good, that an O lineman's not going to just let you go for no reason. So right when he feels this, he sticks his foot in the ground. He tries to get in front of the back, which, forces a quarterback to hope that the running back keeps moving. And then Kenny, you can see here, 41 does a great job of breaking on this thing. Like, even if they completed this ball right here, I mean, it would have been a completion and hit for probably no gain. But he breaks on this thing fast. He beats the lineman to the spot and then sees the ball, and then he's going to go score.
This Rams defense, you could easily make the argument that this is the best unit in the league.
Yeah, really, I know it's a broken record, but complementary football, all three phases have to play well. We have to take advantage of what our opportunities when we have, whether it's a turnover or we score on offense, we need a 3-and-out the next series. Just taking advantage of those opportunities. Defensively, we have to be ready to go every snap because you never know when these guys are going to go on the line of scrimmage. You have to be careful with your substitutions. You have to keep these guys in front of you. And then at the same time, we got to tackle well because these guys do a good job of run after catch. Offensively, we have to protect the football, and we got to be able to run it. And we want to stay out of 3rd and long. We do those things, and we'll put ourselves in a better position than what we have.